Hello! Good morning to all of you. So, ito na yung ating third day. So, today is Thursday. So, narito ako para ibahagi sa inyo ang isang content na tayo mga ICT coordinator ay pwede nating i-extend or i-share sa ating mga kasamahan sa trabaho na makakatulong lalo na sa ating new normal modalities, learning modalities. So, ang topic na naka-assign sa akin ay ang quality interaction and automation of feedback. So, from the word itself, automation of feedback, magkakaroon ng automatic na feedback sa ginagawa o sinasagutan ng mga bata. Basically, this refers to a quiz. So, I am going to make a gamifying content using Wondershare Quiz Creator. So, let's have the gamified instruction using a quiz creator. So first, what is a Wondershare Quiz Creator? So the Open Educational Resources or OER is a banner program of the Department of Education or the DepEd under the Digital Rise Philippines program. So pinagkakatuloy lang natin ang ating OER na mga programs. Isa dito yung pagmamanipulate ng ating mga content. We are going to make a content creation using a Wondershare Quiz Creator. So, ito, nakikita nyo, ito ang kanyang logo. I am going to share you some of the schools that are already using. So, basically, last year, we have attended a series of trainings. That is a 3-day training in Lorelan that we have attended how to make use of OER. So one of them is the Tagumpay National High School led by their ICT coordinator, Ann Michelle S. Medina. So ito, they use a PopCaps Mystery Game. So ginamit niya yung PopCap Mystery Game na itsura para ma-implore yung paggamit ng Wondershare Quiz Creator. So, gumawa siya ng gamified instruction. So, let's have another one. So, I have here from Mahabang Parang National High School led by their RCT coordinator, Miss Alona Nieva. Gumamit naman sila ng ito yung pag-a-arrange ng quiz. So, gumawa sila ng electronic assessment. Yan, na gumagamit nitong electronic quiz na to. And then, of course, sa school din namin gumagamit. So, in Taytay National High School, gumamit din kami. So, ang aking mga estudyante, gumamit sila ng Wondershare Quiz Creator. So, as you can see, ito yung kanilang quiz. They are just some of the schools that are already using Wondershare Quiz Creator. And I hope yung school nyo rin makakagawa after our training. Okay, so eto, i-share ko lang yung isa sa aking demonstration. So, nag-demo ako, syempre sa school. So, gumamit ako ng Wondershare Quiz Creator. So, ito yung example. So, yung pag-ano siya, sequencing of events. And then, ito rin, gumamit naman ng map. So, click map. And then also, we had yung pag-a-arrange din. Nakikita nyo dito. So, shinare ko, alam naman natin na ang technology, mas maganda na ang nagsasagot dyan ay estudyante. So, we teacher will only serve as facilitator. So, nakikita nyo sa screen, nandyan lang ako, then yung aking student ang siyang nagsasagot, okay, sa ating quiz. And then, ito naman, sa aming computer laboratory, so yan, nagsasagot sila lahat, individual, and then, yan. Okay, and then other sections, gumagamit din sila. So another type, another set of quiz, and then, ayan, medyo seryoso sila. And then, since we are talking about automation of feedback, so ibig sabihin, meron kaagad result yung kanilang quiz. So, kung titignan nyo, itong next na picture, makikita nyo kaning kasiyahan nila. Nakita nyo, masaya-masaya sila kasi nakita nila, congratulations! You get it perfectly. Diba? So, kitang-kita nila, yung automatic yung feedback ng ating quiz. how are you going to install the software? So first step, you're going to double-click to open the installer. So ito yung kanyang installer, yung Wondershare Quiz Creator. So pwedeng i-share yon sa Google Drive para ma-install nyo. Pero alam ko naman baka yung mga ibang umattend ng OER training ng DepEd ETU, meron na silang already na. Kasi part yan ng OER training ng DepEd ETU. Okay, so what are you going to do? Okay, after you double-click, syempre, you click Run. Okay, to execute the command. And then, click the next button. So, pag lumabas na to, just click Next. And then, step 3, click I accept. O, the agreement and, of course, click Next. So, yung syempre agreement, halos lahat naman ng mga nirarun natin, kailangan I accept na agreement or else, hindi siya magtutuloy, di ba? And then, we had to choose the location where you're going to save your installer. Syempre, after na-choose mo siya, click Next. And then, step number 5. So, check all the boxes and click Next. So, ano yung mga i-check natin? Syempre, create the desktop icon. So, kung gusto mong readily, nandiyan na sa, sa iyong desktop, yung shortcut icon. And then, you choose for all users. So, yung radio button, check lang natin yung for all users and pwede ka rin mag-create ng quick icon, quick launch icon. And then, syempre, click Next. And then, of course, ito na, click Install button. So, ayan na. So, ayan, nakikita nyo on the left part, unti-unti na niyang ini-install. And then, after that, of course, you click Next. Yan. And then, lastly, pag na-install na, you click Finish to exit the setup part. Okay, so, ayan na. Ngayon, meron tayong dalawang way on how we're going to navigate yung ating quiz creator. Meron tayong trial version and then meron din tayo yung may license. Okay, so, basically, kapag trial version tayo, so mas maganda, naka-offline tayo. Okay, kasi magkakaroon yan, kapag niran natin siya, magkakaroon siya ng parang trial version doon sa baba na nakalagay. So, kung trial version, ang gagawin lang natin, click lang natin yung pre-trial na button. Okay? But then, our trial version is only lasted, useful for about 30 days only. Okay? And then, siguro pwede, install mo ulit siya kung tapos na yung 30 days. And then, ayan, click mo lang yung pre-trial. Wala kang muna, sa pre-trial version, wala kang i-enter dun sa license email, registration code. Okay, just click the button ng pre-trial. And then, another way, yung ating paglalagay na ng license. So, dito sa example ko, ito yung ginamit sa OER na training nila Sir Mark Anthony C. So, ayan, nagbigay siya ng license na email and as well as registration code. So, pag na-enter mo na yan, yung code na yan, click na the register. So, yun na yung license version. So, pag na-enter mo na yan, it's either through license or through pre-trial, you're going to choose create new quiz. So, ito na yan. Click nyo yan, yung nasa una na button, to start the process. So, mag-start na tayo. Let's start. Okay. So, ito yung pinaka-window ng ating Wondershare Quiz Creator. So, kung nakikita nyo, okay, ito yung kanyang mga ribbons. Okay, we have 3, 4, 5, 6. May 6 na ribbons. And then, narito. Ito yung unang page ng ating Wondershare Quiz Creator. So, now, let's explore the different ribbons o ano yung mga function of each. So, let's have first the questions. So, of course, the questions, okay, nandoon yung different type of test. So, we have true or false, we have multiple choice, we have multiple response, fill in the blank, matching type, sequencing or sequence, word bank, click map, short essay, or blank page. You click the quiz properties. So, doon na tayo. After we have the question, doon na tayo sa quiz properties. Of course, sa quiz properties, ano yung settings? Settings ng ating quiz. Okay. So, pagka-click mo yung quiz na yon, you're going to supply the information needed. So, ano-ano ba yung mga information needed? Of course, the title of the quiz. So, you just put here the title of your topic, and then after you put your title of your topic, and then you may click author. So, sino ba yung gumawa? Siyempre, ikaw as teacher. So, para makita ng student na ikaw yung gumawa nun because yun, ikaw yung author. So, pag click natin yung edit information, susupply nun yung mga personal details mo as author. So, ano-ano mo yung personal details mo? Ito. Okay, so first, show author button. So, author, syempre yung name mo, and then, nasulat ko dyan yung name ko, and then email. So, if you have an email address, of course, lahat tayo meron DepEd email. Or if you want to use your personal email, okay lang din. And then your company, of course, it could be your school, and then the department, so TLE or English, Science, or whatever department you're into, and then website. Okay, if there's website ng school nyo or kung merong ibang Facebook account, ilagay nyo na lang din. And then description. So, anong description ng quiz na yon? Para saan ba yon? So, nilagay ko dyan, the quiz was made to assess students' prior knowledge of the lesson for the day. Okay, so parang generalized for a quiz. This quiz is a pretest. And then, you may want to put here your picture, of course, to make it personalized. So, just click dito, since it has already a picture, so ang nakalagay dito, remove na lang. But, prior to that, kapag wala pa dito, nakalagay dyan, browse. So, you are going to browse and then look for your file to be uploaded. And then click OK. 3 ways on how we're going to incorporate the audio. It could be a pre-recorded MP3 type, or you are going to record your voice, and then you can use system voice, or it is called text-to-speech to read the instruction for you. So, if it is a pre-recorded, so there should be a file already prepared. All you have to do is to upload. So, kaya nga mukha siyang a folder kasi you're going to look for the file. And then, if it is record your voice, so just click this circle, red circle, and then you're going to record your voice. If it is a text-to-speech, the computer itself will read for you. Next, click Advanced Settings to set the volume of sound recording and choose the system voice. So ito, meron siya ditong advanced setting kasi pwede mo siyang anong line, master volume, i-maximize mo ba yung sound, yung volume niya, and then you may choose, meron siya dito si David and si Zira. Si David, boses lalaki siya sa text-to-speech. Then si Zira ay sa babae. So if you are a male, so si David, and then on the other hand, si Zira naman para sa girls. Next, then click OK if you're done. And then, doon na tayo we're done with the quiz information. Now, let's go on with the quiz settings. So, with the quiz settings, let's put here the passing rate. So, you could have here 100%, but on my case, I have choose 75%. And then, time limit, if you want to put time limit, enable it. Just click this one. Then, if you want to random the question, and then submit one question at a time, okay, or submit all questions all at once, show the correct answer after the submission, then allow user to view question, etc. So, ayan yung mga settings for your quiz. Now, ito yung sample ng passing rate. So, sabi kanina, isi-show yung passing rate. So, ito yung passing rate, 75%. If the total question is 10, then the full score is 10, and then you got it 10, you got it 100%. Okay? So, pero ang passing ko dito is 75. Okay? Meaning, 7.5 or 8. If you got 8, you're passed. For the quiz result, dito naman tayo sa tab ng quiz result. So, your feedback. The feedback is according to the result, and then you may type kung ano yung magiging feedback. So, if it is correct, the answer is correct, there will be feedback, congratulations, you passed. So, you can customize this one. You can change the color, and then you may add audio. Then, if it is wrong, and the student failed, okay, you may write, oops, sorry, try again, or sorry, or you can write it in Tagalog. If it is for an elementary, so Tagalog. And then, you may choose display the quiz statistics, okay, and then, etc. Then, for the settings, by the way, you can also put pictures here. So, pwedeng, you can download a picture of an emoticon. So, emoticons na kapag correct, naka-thumbs up, or if it is wrong, naka-thumbs down, o kaya masaya, and then malungkot kapag nag-fail. Or, to make it more personalized, you may capture your emotion. Pwedeng nakangiti ka para sa pass. And then, medyo malungkot ka para dun sa failed. Okay? Parang, for the distance learning, it will indicate that the teacher present is there. So, parang mamomotivate ang students natin na, ay, parang si teacher yung nagpapaquiz sa akin. Okay? Personally, parang ganun. But then, reminder, if you're going to download images, make sure that you're going to use downloaded picture under the Creative Commons license. Okay? Para maano tayo, avoid yung mga plagiarism tsaka yung mga infringement, copyright. Then, for the question settings, so sa question natin, syempre pag positive, okay, isa-shuffle natin siya, or yung question. So, yung question natin, we can choose what color, kung anong font gusto natin. In my case, I choose brown for the question, and then for the answer, green. Okay, and then ganun din, pwede lagyan ng feedback, red, and then yan. So, it's up to you. Okay, let's have it the player template. So what's the player template? This is how, or the preview on how does the preview, what does it look like in the end of the students? Ano ba itsura niya kapag ginamit na siya or pinili na siya ng student? So ito yon. So meron tayong mga templates dito readily made, and then if you want to have your personalized background, so you may choose background here and then choose picture, and then look for your file, and then yan, upload na siya, and then don't forget to click save and close. So ito yung mga sample. Ayan, mga sample ng mga background na personalized. Yan, gawa ko. Okay? Next. So, for publishing. So after you have type your questions, your answer, you have already made everything. Okay? Siyempre, to make it finalized, so you need to publish your game. So simply click publish. Doon sa kanina, ito yung publish, and publish button, and then this publish window will appear. So ito nga yan. So pwedeng online, okay? Or pwede, yan, web. LMS, kapag lalagyan natin siya sa learning management system, sa LMS, pwede. Okay? Ang kanya nga lang file ay SCORM. And then, on our case, CDXE, para maging siya, flash player, na pwedeng sagutan na ng estudyante, or pwede rin siyang naka-Word or Excel. Kaya lang pag Word of Excel, yung mga ibang features, wala. Talagang lang siya, Word tsaka Excel yung itsura. Okay? Yung kanyang animation, yung pagkasalita nila David, wala siya. Okay? Next. So, after you click the publish or yung CDXE, ito na lalabas. Okay? The properties. Okay, you type the question, the title, okay, the quiz title, and then publish for, on our case, just for this demonstration, we have chosen CDXE para sa flash. And then, you choose your location. So, nilagay ko siya sa documents, and then click publish button. Okay? If you are successfully published your content, you will be greeted with the word, congratulations, the quiz has been published successfully. Okay? And then, you may open the folder where it will be located, and then, or you may view the quiz automatic. Ito na yung magiging itsura sa CDXE. Then, hindi pa dun tapos. You need to save your Wondershare Quiz Creator file. So, kung saan mo siya lalagay, let's say, nilagay mo siya doon din sa kinalalagyan ng, ba, sa desktop din. Okay, so, eto yon for you to edit in the future, kung gusto mo siyang palitan, gusto mo siyang dagdagan, okay, so, pwede mo siyang i-open para i-edit. In case na, since ano tayo, di ba, wala tayong face-to-face. So, kung online, pwedeng isend nyo yung flash na file online via Google, or pwede rin, syempre pag LMS, automatic nandun na yung mismong quiz creator mo. And then also sa Google Classroom. Pero make sure, dapat ang estudyante ay meron din naka-install na flash player o Shockwave para ma-open nila yon. Kung pagkatapos sila sagutan yon, so paano mo malalaman kung anong score nila? So pwede nilang screenshot yung statistic result, and then pwede nila i-turn in sa Google Classroom, o kaya pwede nilang i-send sa'yo via Messenger or kung saang way, kung saan mo gustong ipadala para malaman mo kung anong score nila. So after you have clicked your create new quiz, ito po yung lalabas. Ito yung kanyang pinaka-window. Okay, so narito yung pinaka-ribbons niya sa home, yung question, quiz properties, player template, preview, publish. Okay, or manage the result. So, ito yung different questions na na-discuss ko sa inyo a while ago. Okay, so let's start with let's have first the quiz properties. I have already answered here. Okay, so all you have to do is to put a quiz title. So let's say quiz number 1. Okay, so you have put here quiz number 1 or quiz in ICT. Okay, and then you're going to edit information. Okay, so let's say you write your name here, and then your email address, then the company name, and then your department, let's say PLE, ICT, yan. And then website, if you have the website, the Facebook account, or school website. And then the description of your quiz. So let's say I have here, this serve as an assessment of your prior knowledge of the topic. So I am assuming that this is a pretest. Okay? So then you're going to put your picture here, yung pangmalakasan mong picture, yung makikita ng estudyante. So I have here, so if ever you want to put your picture here, just click yung browse dito. So, meron na, hindi ko na siya i-remove. Basta ang nakasulat dito is browse. And then you look for your file to upload here. And then you click OK. It is done. And then you go now with the introduction. So, in the end of the students, makikita nila yung pagbukas mismo nila ng kanilang quiz, ano yung word na mabubungaran nila, makikita kaagad nila yung welcome to quiz number 1. Okay? Or welcome to pretest. Okay? And then you may add an audio. So, pwede mo siyang lagyan ng audio. Okay? Or you may browse. Okay? And then, display quiz statistics. So, sa quiz settings, you're going to write here yung passing rate. So, I have written here 75%, but if you want to make it 100%, okay, scroll up, click mo lang siya pataas. Okay, so, as per me, 75% nilagay ko. And then, if you want to put time limit, okay, it's up to you. Then, sa options dito, so, lalagyan mo lang siya na ilan. Halimbawa, 60 minutes, okay, for 1 hour, okay lang yon. And then, click OK. Pero, para hindi naman mahirapan, hindi naman masyado mag-pressure estudyante, huwag na natin lagyan siguro ng time limit. Okay? Siguro sa mga mga laro talaga or yung mga quiz game. And then, i-random mo siya before publishing or submission. Pwede mo siyang submit 1 question at a time. Then, show the correct answer after submission. Okay? Or allow user to review questions and answer one user is allowed to take the quiz only once. So, kapag yung pangalan ng estudyante nandoon, di ba hiningi yung pangalan ng estudyante, so kapag na-register na yung estudyante, hindi na sila pwedeng makapag-quiz again. Okay, using that name. So, wag na natin siguro i-check to. And then, prompt to resume on quiz restart. Okay, so magre-restart for another batch. Let's say, yung first batch, nagsagot na sila, and then, for the next batch, okay, i-reset na siya, na-restart again. Okay, you are going to put here kung ano yung gusto mong lalabas na font after yung quiz ay na-submit. So, halimbawa, congratulations. Okay, pwede natin palitan ng kulay, gawin natin darker. Diba? Ayan. Okay. Darker natin siya. Ayan. And then, kapag naman nag-fail, okay, if the student fail, pwede natin siyang palitan ng lagyan ng sorry, try again, and then palitan natin siya ng kulay. Okay? Then, pwede rin naman siya lagyan ng sound. Okay. So, pwedeng, kung gusto mo, yung text-to-speech, yung mismo computer ang magsasalita ng congratulations, you passed, pwede natin yung text-to-speech. Okay, so, pindutin lang natin to. And then, ayun na. Okay na siya doon. Then, pwede natin siyang play. Okay, hindi ko lang. Okay, so maririnig niyo yan on your end, yung congratulations, you pass. Okay, na may nagsasalita. And then click OK. Then ganun din sa ating pag nag-failed, so pwedeng text-to-speech. Okay, and then ano mo lang siya, i-play and then OK. And then display quiz statistics on the result page o sa dulo. Then show the finish button on the result page. Kung positive points, meaning correct answers, let's say 10 points. And then for font properties ng questions, we're talking about questions here, ha? So pag question, ang font ng question ay, I have chosen here brown. Okay, so brown siya. And then yung answer ay kulay green. Okay, so pwede mo naman siyang palitan. Okay, and then for the feedback, okay, if the answer is correct, display the following. So, correct, congratulations. So, pwedeng palitan natin siya na kulay, gawin natin siyang green, pagpalitin natin. And then, itong incorrect, try again. Let's have this colored red. Okay, yeah. Okay, and then pwede rin natin siya lagyan ng audio. And then, how does the quiz will look like in the end of your students? So, kapag i-play na nila yon, yung game na yon, anong magiging itsura niya sa kanila? So, here, just double-click the player template. And then, okay. So, there are some built-in templates here. Ayan. So, all you have to do is to choose here. Yan, let's say, ito, pinili natin. Yan. Okay, yan na yung background. So, ganito itsura ng template ng ating for the players. And then, if you want to make it on your own, so pwede natin palitan siya, picture. And then, we can choose sa ating file. Okay, halimbawa, file natin, ito, background. Ito. Then, click, open. Ayan. Yan yung magiging itsura sa end ng student. Okay? Pero, ito muna ang piliin ko. Pag okay na siya, click natin yung save and close. Okay. Tignan nga natin, preview natin. Okay. So, yun pala. Yun lumabas. Okay. Choose this one, then click save and close. Okay. Then, close it. Let's go on with our questions. So, I have here examples. So, para mas mabilis. Okay, so let's have first the true or false. So, sa una, walang laman yan. my question is, motherboard is the brain of the computer. So, you have typed it here. So, pwedeng mag-prepare ka na lang na sa Microsoft Word and then copy-paste mo siya. And then, mapapalitan naman siya dito ng font. And then, font size. And then, if you want to make it bold, italic, or if you want to have it underlined. Okay, and then the font color. So, you may change it. Okay lang naman. And then, but then kapag ang default niya, yung hindi ka na magka-copy-paste, kung ano yung sinet mo dun sa sa question settings, yun yung lalabas. So just like what I have set on my quiz settings, kulay brown yung question, then green yung answer. So let's say this is my question, and then if I want to put an image, so ito. So i-click lang natin to, ba, yan. Click lang natin yung image, and then click import image, and then you browse for your file, and then lalabas na dito yon after you click open. And then we could have sound. So, text to speech. Pwedeng may ready ka na file dito, then i-play na lang, or you may record your voice, your own voice, and then i-read mo mismo yung question na nare-record siya. Or text to speech, okay, yung from the computer system. Siya yung magsasalita. Okay, which is David, yung boses ni David. And then, ipi-play na lang siya para marinig nyo. And then, we had, okay, let's say, you have to check the correct answer. Don't forget that. And then, you have here, if it is correct, congratulations, and then make it 1 point. Okay, 1 point lang. Now, let's go on with multiple choice. So, in multiple choice, okay, I have here the prepared question. So, which of the following is an example of input device? The answers, and make sure na ang i-click nyo yung correct answer. Okay, so you may add an image here, or you may add also a sound. So, just like what we had a while ago. So just click this text to speech, and then if you want to play it, okay, just click this play button. And then make it 1 point if it is correct. Okay, and then click OK. Then for the next question, you may click this button, next question, for another question. Then click OK. So in our case, isa-isa lang. So I am also requiring you to make questions. So minimum natin is 1 for each type of question. So it's up to you. If you want to make it more, it's better. Okay? Next, let's go with the multiple response. So I have also here an example. Okay. So this is my question. Which of the following are the examples of output device? Type here your choices, and then click which should be the correct answer. So I have here 2 correct answers, and then it is different from multiple choice because you are going to have 2 answers, but then there corresponds only for 1 question. So another, okay, so let's have it. So if you want to make it 2 points, let's say it's number 3 to 4, okay? Just click here, the score, ito, and then by answer. Okay, so magkakaroon dito, ilang points yung kada isang answer. Lagay mo lang siya 1 point, and then here, another 1 point for the fill in the blank. Okay, so I have chosen here analogy. Okay, let's say you analyze keyboard is to monitor. So keyboard is an input device, monitor is an output of the keyboard. And then microphone is an input, is to blank. If you're going to type a blank space here, don't put a blank at first kasi kapag binasa yan, if you're going to add text to speech, ang babasahin niya yan, halimbawa, microphone is to underscore, 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 ganon. Okay? So, to make it clear na blank siya, ang itatype mo lang muna sa kanya ay blank. Okay, so, microphone is to blank. So, kapag niread siya ni ni text-to-speech, ang sasabihin niya, microphone is to blank talaga. Okay? And then, kapag na-convert na siya, and then na-play mo na siya, narinig mo na siyang ganon, okay na yon, naka-record na siya nun, pwede mo na siyang palitan na blank. Okay? So, nakasave na kasi sa kanya, naka-convert na ay yung word na blank. Okay? So, then, you will write here the acceptable answer. Okay? So, you could write speaker na malaki. Pwede rin ilagay mo ang speaker na all caps. Okay? Yan. Yung any possible answer na pwede. Kahit anong possible answer na pwede mong ilagay doon. Okay? Pwedeng malaking S and then title caps. Okay? So these are the possible answers for your for this question. Okay? So whatever answer acceptable naman yan, so they will get 1 point for that. Okay? So for by question and then 1 point for that, then click OK. Next, let's go on with matching type. So mag-match na tayo. Match the following ports, computer ports with its cables by dragging the image. So you're going to drag it towards dun sa kanyang port, yung cable towards the port. Okay, so how are you going to, you can type here automatic the words, or you have an option to put image. So if you're going to have this in Word, type mo lang yung word niya. Let's say, audio port. Okay lang yon. But if you want to add an image, let's say for example, ito, nagdagdag tayo. Let's say, I add image. Okay, click import image. Okay, let's have this one, LAN port. Okay. So nandito na si LAN port. Okay, and then for the match, syempre yung correct match niya. So let's look for the RJ45. Okay, this one, open. Okay, so ayan na yung mga match nila. And then, if you're done, you may add also sound. Okay, just like what we had. Okay, and then, kung gusto mo siya ay by score. Okay, kasi ano siya apat. So, pwede mo siya, tigi-isang point siya. So, by answer, and then, lagyan mo to, yung huling nilagay ko, gawin mo siya another 1 point. So, total niya ay 4 points. Okay? And then, if you're done, click next question for next questions. And then, for this example, we only have 1 question. So, let's click OK. Next, let's have sequencing. Okay? So, I have here my question. Arrange the following type of computers according to size, from biggest to smallest. Okay, so you're going to sequence. So, by dragging, sige lagyan natin. By dragging it. So, ito-drag na siya pataas. Okay? So, just put the correct order. So, kailangan kung sino yung una. Okay, so supercomputer, mini computer, microcomputer, laptop, and cell phone. Okay, so biggest to smallest. And then, we can put sound again, audio, or in image if you want to. And then click OK if it's done. Word bank, there are bank, or so nandun yung mga sagot. Okay, so let's have my question. Storage devices includes diskette, external hard disk, blank card, and USB blank. Okay, so as what I have told you during our fill in the blanks, so at first, we're going to type here first the word blank. Okay, blank card and USB blank. If we're going to have, or if we're going to use the text-to-speech. Okay, but if not, we could automatically put underline here. Okay, so just put underline if you're not going to use a text-to-speech. The two-word answer, pwedeng answer 1, answer 2, and then what is the correct answer for the first blank. Okay, so it should be an SD card and a USB flash drive. Okay, we can also put yung panggulo. Okay, so para medyo ano rin siya, challenge. Okay, and then let's put how many points? So we have 2 here, so 2 points. Okay, and then let's click OK. Now, let's go on with click map. So let's enter the question. So let's say the question is click the image of tools. Tools and equipment. Only tools and equipment used in computer assembly and disassembly. Okay. Just click import. Okay. And then look for the map that you have created. So simply, you may download a scenario or a scene just like in, are you familiar with criminal case game? So there are lots of things in that scenario or in that scene, and then all you have to do is to look for something that will solve the problem, isn't it? So in this case, I have created ito. Okay? And then click open. So nandito na. Make sure yung pinapahanap na i-paste mo na doon. So you may use Photoshop or you may use PowerPoint. Okay, so you put there the scene, okay, that contains many things na panggulo siya, and then you put your image that you want to look for. Okay, kung ano yung pinapahanap mo sa students. You may choose square, rectangle, then circle. Okay, or pwede rin siyang polygon. Okay, so let's just choose ito na lang, rectangle, para medyo madali-dali. Okay, so na-click natin siya, and then hanapin natin yung tools. Okay, I have seen here one tool. Ito. Make sure na ano siya, enclosed sa buong square yung mismong picture, ha. Okay, so ayan, we have one. Another tool. Okay, I have seen a screwdriver. Okay, 2. Okay, next. So, ano pa tayo? Ano pa? May nakita pa? Okay, let's have an equipment. Okay, we had a router. Yan. Okay, we have already 3. And then another 1, 3. Yon, may LAN tester. 4. Okay. Then last, yung nakita ko kanina sa taas. Okay, the multi-tester or multimeter. Okay. So we have already 5. And then, we choose how many hotspots. So we had 5. Okay. So meaning, they are going to look for 5. And then, so how many points? Of course, let's have it 5 points. Okay, 1 each. 1 points for each. Okay, and then click OK. Or we forgot, let's put a text-to-speech. Okay, let's see.
Clicking.
Okay, and then let's click. Next question, if we want to add some more, and then click OK if not. Okay, so we have already, and then it's up to you if you're going to add a short essay. So madali na lang, just put your question, and then you may choose how many points. Okay, it depends upon the teacher. Let's have a preview. Okay, so ito nakita nyo. So first name ng student, let's say Anna. And then last name is Rojas. Yan. And then let's click start. Okay, di ba? I have set. Welcome to quiz number 1. But then, make sure medyo contrast yung dapat yung color ng font. Okay, so hindi ko masyado siya na-anticipate. Okay, pero make sure contrast siya. That this should be lighter. And then, this is the statistics. Okay, so total of questions 8, the full score 17, and then passing rate 75%. So if you have already, if your students have 12.8 or 13 points, they have already reached the 75%. And then, so the students will click continue. Okay, I don't know if you have heard yung salita ng text-to-speech. So, you may practice using it para marinig nyo on your part. And then, so, your student will just click, let's say this one, and then click submit. Can you see? Lumabas, correct, congratulations. Then click OK, and then for the second, okay, so input device, let's say, let's have this, submit. Okay, correct, congratulations. Okay, output, let's have printer and monitor. Okay, let's say, sige, magmali tayo. Okay, malian natin. Okay, tingnan natin kung ano mag-itsura. Okay, incorrect, try again. Okay. Okay, as you have remembered, di ba, I have put there some of the possible answers. So, our answer would be sticker. So, if they have written all small letters, it's okay kasi kasama siya sa ating choices. And then, let's answer this one. Okay, so, this one is for here. Okay, and our here. Okay, this one. Lagyan natin dito. Okay, and then last. Okay, let's see. Submit. Okay, correct. Next. By dragging it. So, ito drag nila. So, supercomputer, mini computer, microcomputer, laptop, cell phone. Let's see. Correct. And then next. Okay. And USB blank. So, let's have anong card? SD card. That's the first answer. And then USB flash drive. Let's see. Correct. And then and disassembly. Okay, so I have here 5 questions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the students will just click on it. So click na isa. Nakita nyo nag-color dito. Then another one. And then another one. Then here. And this one. Okay, let's see. Submit. Okay, correct. Congratulations, you pass. Okay, so as you can see, ito yung kanyang score. So let's see. Nagpass siya. Meron siyang dalawang mistake. Let's see. Yung kanina yung mistake na ninalian natin. Ano? Let's review. So your students have the option to review kung saan siya nagkamali. Reviewing, you may now publish. So just click publish. Okay, and then let's choose CDXA as what I have told you kanina. So click CDXA. Then let's put the title. If we forgot to write the title dun sa ating quiz properties, you still have chance to put here. And then you choose CDXA. You may choose LMS kung gagamitin siya sa LMS kung SCORM file. Okay, Word, Excel, or web. So let's have CDXA. And then let's choose the location. So I'm going to put it on the desktop and then click publish. Okay. Yan. Okay, so you have congratulations. The quiz has been published successfully. So you may open the folder or view the quiz automatically. Okay, so that's all. So for my hands-on output, this will serve as an assignment. So all you have to do is to prepare for a minimum of 1 question for each type of test and then submit it. Turn it in your classroom, in our Google Classroom for the specific due time. Okay, so kung ano yung specified na due date for that assignment. So, if you have some questions, you may ask it in our chat box stream natin sa ating Google Classroom. And that's all. Thank you very much. Stay safe. Bye-bye.